Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Weekday Wagers live on this beautiful Friday afternoon. I am Daniel Greer, and joining me are the two guys, as always, on a Friday. It is Marky Model and Robbie Hockey himself, even though I don't know if we'll get mad Robbie today. We're going to get a little under the weather, Robbie, for sure, but he's fighting through it, just as all of you are just fighting the people away to be able to keep this thing a secret of this show. But don't do it no more. Let your friends know. Tell your grandma that she can tune in to Weekday Wagers. She doesn't need to put the bets in. She can open another DraftKings account if she would like. But really, just we're here to just kind of entertain and do our best. But if you are playing along, I know, Mr. Predicto did not come through and did not rain on the parade of Marky Model. But it looks like Predicto was right about me. And I got a Mark cash as well. So we swept the board today. But we're going to get into all of the NFL and what's happening, as well as there is some kind of a trade deadline happening. And it kind of goes off in roughly 58-ish minutes right now. So we're talking about the NHL trade deadline. We have a new segment today. It's called Picture Perfect. You can play along a little. We'll have the guys that are bringing their boards to the show today to be able to give us their answers. And as always, we have our 6-pack of plays to get you through today as well as the weekend. But I think we're heavy on a Friday. But let's go ahead and bring in the fellas here. It is Mark over here. It looks like you're not frozen, so that's always a good thing, Mark.
Frozen? We call that hot, DG. That's how I'm coming into this Friday show. I'm coming in hot. Not only did I beat Mr. Predicto, not only did my bets cash, but I got to rain on Cheesy's big 4-0.
Well, shout out to the cheese dog himself.
And I got to give Seabass a little bit of his own seasoning as I toasted his ass too.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm not completely upset about it because I'm glad you hit your plays because it makes everybody happy. But internally, I was a little upset about those and you actually getting those check marks. But the other guy on the other side, the guy who was off yesterday for our TV timeout, doesn't miss often, but he's under the weather, fighting through a handle of whiskey in one hand and going to the sauna in the other. What up, Rob?
What's up, fellas? Yeah, I missed one day and Mark roasts everybody. What is happening around here? But hell, I'm back, so let's get it going. I'm ready.
That is what we're doing. Let's get this thing going. I don't think Rob is drunk, but I'm not saying
that was last night. That was last night. We're good.
And we are doing our shoot our shots. But guys, I have to ask Scott. This is a little iffy. This is plus
50 points
950.
off.
What are the rules, Rob?
Plus 1,000 or higher.
Ooh, Scott, you might want to figure out a little bit of a juice reducer if you can somehow put another play to make it 4. We have to have plus 1,000. Those be's the rules. I didn't make them up, or kind of we did, but those are the rules. But Mark, the Ducks, they're going for it. John Carlson, the American, he's a bad dude.
Look, what a great get for Anaheim at this point. As far as shoring up their defense, John Carlson, as Nate says, he is a bad ass. And that's going to help the Ducks waddle, if you know what I mean.
I like it. Well, as always, Scott says, hit the like button and we would appreciate it. And so I would thank you for telling your friends, but also not keeping this thing a secret and hitting the like button as you enter, as you leave, all of that. We would appreciate it. But shout out to Tony Mesker tuning in from the 2026 Maryland State Swimming Championship. Tony, I hope you swim like a fish. Tony's swimming, you think, right?
Yeah.
I think it's his son.
For sure.
I bet Tony's doing the 40 and over swimming Maryland State Championship.
If he only hadn't posted in yesterday's chat that he was going to be at this and he was putting in his long shot for the saloon, betting on his son, which, okay, I get you're backing your son, but I don't know that yeah, I guess.
Do we know the odds of his of his son?
No. If I remember correctly, it was like plus 2,100.
I like it. Well, if his son wins, he's definitely getting into the saloon, no doubt. But let's go ahead and get through the actual plays that we have today because we're going to get into all the information here in just a little bit later on. But we do have our plays. There's no reason to wait around. Mark, you want to go first?
Sure, let's go.
All right.
Let's start with a little NCAA basketball. And I'm going to take Miami, Ohio, minus 5.5 at minus 109. Look, I am all on board the Red Hawks. They are having a hell of a season. I love this spot. And they have a huge efficiency edge. They own a 116 offensive rating versus Ohio's 107. And while they also hold a stronger defensive rating, 106 to 112, that gives them a clear advantage on both ends of the floor. Why is that huge? It's because the model projection favors Miami here. The expected score projects around 86 to 76. Our model is saying we have a 10-point cushion here for Ohio to easily cover. I love this spot for them to do just that. And then let's go to a little NCAA baseball. This one's kicking off at 6 o'clock tonight, and we're going to go Coastal Carolina on the money line at minus 120. The elite production at the top of this lineup, you've got Dean Mijos, who is batting .408. He's got a 1.074 OPS. Trace Mazzone, who's got a 367 batting average and a 1.025 OPS. They have combined for 38 hits in 12 games so far this season. And that is a constant table-setting pressure here. You got consistent offense output. Multiple coastal hitters, they've got 6 with OPS numbers above 750. That creates a lineup that opposing pitchers just can't easily navigate. There's not a weak spot in this lineup. I love them to get it done against East Carolina tonight. Banking.
Give my internet a second. There we go. Sorry. Joe Eriksson for the Minnesota Wild, 1+ point, minus 115. Joe came out hot after the Olympics. He had 2 goals against Colorado, and since then he's been taking the games off, it seems. He only has 3 shot on goals in his last 3 games. And you're like, well, why would you play him? Because he's playing the Vegas Golden Knights, for one. Vegas is pretty vulnerable right now. They did come back and beat Detroit the other night, but they are leaking defensively, even after adding Rasmus Andersson. I love Eriksson and I like Matt Boldy on his line tonight. I think Eriksson can get a point. I think Boldy can get a goal. Eriksson has at least a goal in both games against the Vegas Golden Knights this season, but we just need a point tonight at minus 115. Then we're going to another late game, and I'm taking my guy, Macklin Celebrini, for 2+ points at plus 126. I love that he's on the same line with Will Smith and Colin Graff now. When those 3 are together, they do nothing but score goals. They got put back together their last game against Montreal. Both scored a goal, and I think all 3 had 2+ points. We're just asking for 2 out of Macklin tonight. I think one of those is a goal, the other's assist, but we're going to cash this at plus 126.
Let's go to some NCAA basketball here, and I'm going to take Bradley at minus 3.5. It's at minus 110 here. Bradley just looks to be the more physical team, in my opinion. And in all honesty, they're with a rest day playing against the Valpo team who just had to go and come back last night over and take the win over Indiana State. So they're going to be the team that's actually rested, even though I look at some teams that play early on in this tournament who kind of can stay hot in the second game. So that's the only thing that worries me. But overall, the prediction models, everything says that Bradley should win this. I'm looking at a predicted score of 74 to 65. And let's go over the next one. And that is Denver and North Dakota. We're going to take them over the 158.5 at minus 110. I've told this Denver team pretty much all season. They're 27-1 to the over on the season. I don't know if you can do math. I barely can. And even I know that's a really good percentage. And so looking at a team in Denver who plays really fast, gets up and down the court, but North Dakota can run with them. North Dakota actually is a team that gets up and down the court as well as they do. In their first matchup, 179 points. The second matchup, 177 points. This game, I think Denver ends up winning it 85 to 78. That's 163. And that's 15 points below their best score on the season. So I do like this Denver and North Dakota game tonight to go over. All right, boys. That was our 6 picks, but I feel like we're missing something. A little zhuzh.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seabass, the only 5-star chef in the game. We all know sports betting is full of bad beats and tough calls, but when it comes to flavor, there's no second guessing. Bassett's Blends is the plus EV lock of every meal. We don't need a stinking model. Crafted with winning spices and bold taste, Bassett's Blends comes in 3 flavors, original, hot, and no salt, that's gonna turn chicken, steak, vegetables, any dish into a can't miss cover every night. With Bassett's Blends, there's no bad beats, no flavor fades, just guaranteed greatness. Check out the link right here where you can pick up your Bassett's Blends for a guaranteed lock every single night.
All right, those are the 6-pack that we have for you on a Friday. And boys, I don't know if y'all feel like this, but it looks like me, Boom Boom, are definitely on the same page. Woof. What a week. It is. I'm glad it's the weekend. Not necessarily looking forward to the weekend for other reasons that I'll share later in the show. I don't think y'all even know this, but I'll share later in the show. But man, Robbie, I know your week has sucked so far, right?
Yeah, other than cashing some tickets this week, it has been a just shitty week. Let's just be honest. It's been
Mark,
it sucked.
Why does this week suck? It sucks on my end too.
Dude, you know what's so funny is that I was having a great week. I mean, yes, I had just come back from vacation. I was getting right back into the routine of things. We played a gig last night, and we played a nice little fast Irish song. And as I was thumping out the drum beat on my acoustic guitar, I put a 8-inch crack into the face of my guitar. So, yeah, we swapped out guitars real quick and on with the show. But yeah, that sucks. That's going to be a couple $100 to fix that.
Oh, it's only a couple hundred?
Mm.
Wow, I thought it'd be much more than that. So what did you break again?
The faceplate of my guitar.
Oh, so I don't see a faceplate here.
Because you don't have an acoustic guitar.
Oh.
You have an electric bass.
Duh. I knew it was a bass, and I knew it was electric. It plays, oh my God, so well. Like I was just jamming out on it last night, and I was thinking that, like, I hope I don't break the faceplate, but then I found out there wasn't a faceplate, so that was cool.
So you got that going for you.
So that's a bonus. All right, so it looks like we do have some saloon shots coming in. Sky Johati came back with another one as well, but these are my favorites. So Joe, thank you. Mark looks like he shoveled the walk for his neighbors.
Dude, so I saw that and I'm like, you know what? It's half accurate because first of all, I don't shovel anything. I use a snowblower. I am way too old, too out of shape to be trying to shovel anything. But I do if I notice that my neighbor's driveway is not cleared out in the morning when I'm out there snow blowing. I will run it up there and do it for them real quick. And it's just the right thing to do. So I'm glad I look like the person who does the right thing.
Well, speaking of something different, looks like you'd have his 12-year-old girls run it up on the other team.
I saw that, and I went, that is 100% accurate.
Weirdly enough, I am the opposite of this. Like, I'd be willing to lose if I can get the full team good, but there's a caveat. There's one caveat. Yeah, I think Robbie would do that.
Robbie's definitely going to run it up on him.
I may have beat a team 20-0 in soccer once.
Yeah, okay. Now there's a caveat. If a coach has talked some ish, if the player is acting rude, then honestly, all gloves are off. I'm trying to do whatever I can as a coach to hopefully let that team know that they suck and like that kid sucks. I'm going to do what we can. If it's an extra screen, if we got to do, we got to do. But yes, if it's that, 100%. If not, well, we're all good. But so, you know,
I got a talking to once for that because I overheard them say, "That's right, bury them," because they got a fluke goal, went up 1-0. I heard it.
Oh,
and I said, "All right, fine."
Yeah.
Final score 18-1, not them.
So. Exactly. Now that I'm
sweep
okay
the leg, sweep the leg.
You don't
No
talk
mercy.
trash. Yeah. Seabax looks like a guy you wouldn't want to come across in an alley. Mark, you've met Seabass. We can be honest here. Seabass is our friend.
I think when you see Seabass's face, he gives off that very intimidating look. I can tell you that as somebody who is 6'3", and I know Joe is, I think Joe's got to be what, 6'1" or 6'2". I think he was a little bit shorter than I was. Seabass is a great guy. Would not be intimidated if I saw him in an alley.
Yeah, that's. I think that'd be for all of us. I whoop Seabass's butt. I'll let him know. Don't come across me in a dark alley. Candace on the other end. All right, just be
right.
easy.
Yeah.
She's murking me.
I would apologize for being in the wrong alley.
Right. Robbie looks like he'd have a push-up challenge in a movie theater line. Have a challenge anyone in a movie theater line to a push-up contest. Definitely the only person in the movie theater line, for sure. Would you do this?
Yeah, especially if they got in front of me or cut in front of me. I'd have to prove my dominance.
You got no leg. I like it. All right, let's keep this thing going. I do have some news that we want to make sure we get through. So it looks like I want to go through these as fast as possible because I do know there's a lot happening in the actual the world of the NFL. So and I'm going to go through these, and I'm not even looking at the screen, just so you are aware. I'm looking at literally Adam Schefter's Twitter. So just stop me or chime in as I go. But Cameron Jordan, the franchise sack leader for the Saints, is going to become a free agent. I think that's somebody who, in my opinion, I would go after if he isn't too expensive. Jonnu Smith is going to be released from the Steelers. It looks like.
Wow.
There is, which that saves them a lot of money. Happy. Yeah, for sure. It looks like this is a big one for me. These next two or three, Zaire Franklin, looks like they're talking to teams about trading for him, and he was the tackles leader in 2024. I do know, but he was former Pro Bowl guy. Looks like Tremaine Edmonds for the Bears. They're going to be releasing him. Another good, like he tackles. He's a tackling machine. And then I saw one more, Danielle Hunter, $40 million. Robbie, like, what are we doing? He's not worth $40 million.
Danielle Hunter for the Houston?
I'm sorry. You're right.
They signed him for a 1-year deal, correct? Is he coming back?
$40 million.
Whew, that's a lot for Danielle. I wouldn't say 40, but I mean they're in win now mode, so maybe that's they want to keep him a piece of that defense, so maybe it makes sense for them. That's a lot of money.
It is. Mark, a lot of money for him, or is he worth it?
I think that they got fleeced because to Rob's point, they are in win now mode. And when teams have a very short win window, desperation seems to seep through. And it's kind of, okay, yeah, we'll get him, but what's it going to cost us? Fine, we'll do it. And then they'll worry about it later. It's a short-sighted view.
Right. I agree. He is the best pass rusher in the league, as Joe says here. And so I agree. If he's not one, he's definitely in the top 3, but $40 million is so much and 1 year. But I guess you're saying, hey, instead of paying him 2 for 60, maybe we can do 1 year. And then hopefully if we have to move on from him, it is what it is. But let's go to this one, Rob. I'm going to start with you on this one. The Raiders last season, they traded with the Seahawks and used a 3rd round pick to get Geno Smith. Now they're actually waiving him. He's still going to be owed the $18.5 million guaranteed, so they're going to have to pay that. But that is honestly to make way for the number 1 overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. What are your thoughts on getting rid of him after they even traded for him, and now bringing in Fernando as it looks to be their starting quarterback day 1?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I hate that they paid that much for Geno to begin with. But like you just said, Fernando's coming in. He's the number 1. I don't know if I might would have wanted to keep Geno as a backup, but hopefully you won't need him. So why pay a backup $18 million if you're putting all your eggs in Fernando's basket? So don't hate that.
True that.
Excuse me. It makes me nervous simply because you're putting so much pressure to come into this league as a rookie and perform is stressful enough. To expect him to perform at a high level is unfair, in my opinion, to anybody that you're bringing into the league. Even like we saw it happen with Cam Ward, right? Last year in Tennessee, where he just didn't have the season that the expectations were laid out there for him to have. I just think it's a bad spot for Mendoza to be going into when they're already telling him, hey, you're our starter for day one. You need to get familiar with the system. Things just move so much faster at the NFL compared to the collegiate level. It does him a disservice.
Yeah, I don't love it at all. But in the end of the day, I think they're going to go all in on Fernando, and I don't think Gino is worth it. But they're having to eat so much money. I guess you can do that when you have a rookie coming in. You can eat that money now, and hopefully, I would assume they're going to trade Max Crosby at this point. My God, there's no reason I would have anybody worth anything on that team because they're going to suck.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It looked like Max's deal. Max and Dallas were close, but he wanted 2 first rounds, and it was like that kind of scared Dallas off. But I think other teams are willing to spend 2 first rounds, so we're waiting and seeing on that.
Yeah, and honestly, like with how the Dallas has played, it's not a great number. They're going to be a decent regular season team if everybody's healthy, in all honesty. And so you're probably going to get like middle of the pack, like 15 to 20, that range ish. Some of these teams that might be willing to trade for them, they actually might be the better team. So you're going to get the 22 to 28 round, that area, which won't be as good of a pick. So I know Max Crosby could help them put them into the 20s, but realistically, I think they are who they are. They're not going to be like the dominant team. So theirs probably looks better, but I don't know who's all in on the sweepstakes. But 2 first-round picks just to pay a guy, like I'm buying him from you just to pay him. Unless I haven't seen his contract, unless his contract's just awesome, I wouldn't do that as well. So
you have 2 first-round picks this year, so maybe you could leverage one this year and one next year. I don't know, because you still have the 2 from Green Bay. You have the 1 from Green Bay this year, so it'd be worth thinking about. I mean, the Rams, they don't ever have a first-round pick. They seem to do okay.
Yeah, true. New England reached a deal with Tommy DeVito, 2 years, $7.4 million. That's crazy. The kicker for the
listen. His price tag alone tells you all you need to know about Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, not great. 2 years, 7, but still decent backup. He's not atrocious, but he's not great. The kicker for the Dolphins, Jason Sanders, looks like he's going to be a free agent, or I guess get released. And so I'm trying to look through these other ones. Looks like the Bills are releasing corner Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson. I don't even know who he is, so he probably sucks. So he should be released. Bills are releasing Curtis Samuel. I forgot he was still in the league. And then that is all on the NFL. Sorry, no, Lions. Taylor Decker announced on Instagram that he requested and will be released by the Lions.
Man,
wow, I know that.
About a team falling apart,
right?
Starting to fall apart at the seams now.
Wow. All right. So it looks like this is weird, and this is and I don't know what's going on because this is all fairly new. Packers edge. Rashawn Gary announced on Instagram that he is leaving Green Bay, put out a full deal about it, right? Well, Packers, he's deleted it on his Instagram. And then the Packers now are coming out saying that Rashawn Gary has not been released this time. There's no definitive action going to be taken. All options remain on the table for a potential trade. So, could be happening, could not be happening. We don't know what's going on. But Rashawn Gary jumped the gun.
Yeah, someone got told to shut up.
Yeah. Bro, we're trying to get something back for you. Bro,
dude, it sounds like it's very comparable to the NHL. Colton Parayko was all but done to Buffalo this week for a first-round pick, and then he come out and said, no, I'm not waiving my no-trade clause. I'm keeping it, so you're stuck with me. And he didn't go to Buffalo. He's still in St. Louis, which St. Louis sucks. Buffalo is a legit Stanley Cup contender. Why would you not want to go to Buffalo right now? So I guess he'd rather rot in St. Louis.
Some people just suck, Robbie. Let's just be honest. People just suck. We're going to get to the NHL trade deadline, but there is some stuff coming out. The WNBA star, Arike Agumbawale, and that's her name. She was arrested after they won the Unrivaled Championship. She was arrested for punching a man in the something 11 club. I can't remember what it is. It's in Miami. Whatever the famous club is down there. She punched a guy.
Yeah.
crazy. Whatever. It's so stupid. Dylan Brooks
She doesn't
also
play for my Valkyries, does she? She doesn't play for
No,
my Valkyries.
she plays for Seattle.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Dylan Brooks, Dylan the villain, he was arrested. He's actually out on hand surgery, I believe it is. He was arrested last night for a DUI. There's a lot of stuff happening there. I don't know what's going on. People can't call Ubers. I'm not sure. But here
All
is
that
the
money, you would dare to get a DUI.
Yes. So dumb. Just hire a driver. It's not expensive. You could hire me. I will come drive for you, but you need to
It's so stupid because the league provides it. Doesn't even cost them anything.
Yeah. All you have to do is call.
Right.
So pick up the phone, Tyrone. Looks like the NHL trade deadline's going on. This is an update from Miss Kim. Thank you for this. Red Wings, they've acquired San Jose's 2026 third-round pick. Woohoo! And from the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for Elmer Fudd. His cousin.
Yeah.
Elmer. Anybody?
The only Soderblom I'm aware of is Arvid Soderblom, and he sucks, and nobody would trade for him. So he must not be as good.
Arvid has had a resurgence in Chicago.
Arvid?
I mean, he had a good game the other day against Utah. Let's not get too crazy.
On the season, he has done better statistically than he did last year. And I think it has a lot to do with him spending so much time with Spencer Knight. I think it just makes him better. Is he a top tier goalie? Hell no, not by any stretch. But I do think he's played better.
I looked because he burned me on Sunday. I went heavy on Utah. When I looked at his stats, he allows almost 5 goals a game on the road, and then he shut out Utah. It's crazy, absolutely nuts. Sunday hockey, don't bet a lot of it.
He's getting better.
Yeah, I agree. I know this might be a shocker. This is our last any kind of news information on the day. Britney Spears, she got arrested for DUI.
She got arrested too. Yeah, I was going to add that.
So dumb.
She has been in a steady decline.
Robbie, did anybody ever answer you on this one? Swimming in crab cakes. That's what Maryland does. Mark, you know what this movie is, right?
No.
Really? Man.
Oh my God.
Please tell me
I know this
DG.
one. Yes, this is easily. I don't want to say it and have some fun with it, but I don't know. That makes me crash out for you, Mark.
What movie is it?
And everybody else that hasn't replied to that.
Yes. I'm disappointed in everyone. It literally, y'all have me literally crashing out. But don't forget that USA plays tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern against Brazil. And yes.
Tony got it.
Thank you, Tony. Nobody crashers. You're an idiot, Mark. Let's go to this new thing we have. All right, so we're gonna go to this new game that we have that Mark's not a part of anymore. We got rid of him. But this is where our guys are gonna play a little game we call Picture Perfect. That's the name so far. I haven't come up with anything cool, but it'll be Picture Perfect. So what I will do is very simple. Let me get my my music lined up because I want to make sure I have it. You think we could play it over? Can y'all hear me? Everybody good here?
I don't hear you that well. I feel like Bob Ross right now, though, about to draw y'all a portrait.
All right, so I'll turn it on as we need it. All right, so let's go ahead and go through it. So very simple. What I'm going to do is pull this up. I'm going to give y'all just a few seconds as I'm explaining it. And then we're going to go back to y'all and see what happened. That's weird.
I'm the host now.
Yeah, you's the host. So if I do this, does it make you the host? Okay. All right, just making sure. I don't know what happened. Jesus, take the wheel. All right, so all you have to do is tell me who or what NHL team this is referencing. And you're going to see a picture. Are y'all both ready? Everybody got their whiteboards?
Let's do it.
Here we go. All right, so the first one is, and this is an NHL team. Guys, what team is this referencing? All right, let's see what the guys have so far. All right.
I'm changing my answer. Hold on. Changing my answer.
Mark, you have your answer ready.
Oh, you went with the Kraken. I went with the
Let me
Sharks.
see. The Sharks and the Kraken. Let's go ahead and put one on the board for Mark.
Damn, I should have went with my gut.
That is
There wasn't even
the
any sharks in
San
there.
Jose Sharks. And
There's not a shark in that picture.
That is a Shark Tank, my friend.
I see Kraken in that picture. I don't see any sharks in that picture.
You see crabs in that picture.
There's Kraken in that picture.
All right, let's go to our next one. All right, let's clear your board. Let's go to this next one here. And this is going to be this picture. What NHL team All right. Mark, what is yours? Kraken and the Nashville Predators. All right. Robbie is right. That is the Nashville Predators.
Thank you.
Wow.
How is that a predator? Oh, I see. Oh, damn it.
Predator.
So stupid. I know. I get it now.
I thought that would be an easy one.
That was a good one.
This was a layup. In my opinion.
I went right to Creature of the Black Lagoon and the whole Kraken theory that way. So
look, I like that everybody is chiming in here now. All right, we got the Predators, Mr. Roboto, Nashville. Thanks for the Michael Bunting Preds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gave Dallas Michael Bunting. Enjoy that.
Oh, I was like, sure. Is that the guy?
That's his name.
Is that his name? Yeah. I wasn't aware. All right, let's go to this next one. All right, so it's 1-1. Good job, boys. I like this so far. This is fun. All right. What NHL team name is this? All right, let's see our answers. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ding. All right, you both have one. So it's 2-2. I figured that was the layup. I thought Predators, Lightning, we're going to be the layup. All right, let's go to this one.
If you're going to do the Sharks, you should put a shark in the picture.
Mark, have you seen Predator?
I have.
Alien vs. Predator? Okay.
I have.
Any of those? Okay, cool. All right. Look at Michael. Tony.
It's Tony.
Sorry. I confuse you because I'm seeing B more terps, and then I don't know how I got Michael. Whatever. All right, let's go to this next one here. So that was the Lightning. Who is this team? All right, we got some noise happening over there. We got Dallas Stars and the Dallas Stars. All right, 3-3. Good job, boys. All right, this is where they get a little harder. We'll see. All right, let's go to this next one. All right, so 3-3. What NHL team is this? Looks like we have our answers, and the Anaheim Ducks. I spoke too soon. It was too easy. 4-4. All right.
There's not any other teams with ducks in it. Just like there's only one team with sharks, but I didn't see any sharks in that picture.
I was hoping to throw you off. You're so mad about that.
Come on, Shark Tank.
Quacky quack. I almost did a Shark Tank, but listen. I went with this one. This was a famous photo, if anybody knows this, from Michael Bedard. I believe he's Canadian. Sitting ducks is a lot of what he does. So, big fan. All right, let's go to the next one. Which NHL team is this? We have some confused faces so far.
Yeah.
All right. What you got? Red Wings. What do you got?
I just guessed.
Nothing. Guys, This is a. Does anybody else get this in the chat?
No, this is open to your interpretation of what this is.
Hey, hold on. Is this the Flyers? Is it the Flyers?
No.
No?
I thought of that too.
No.
I went with Flyers, Jets.
No. What is that?
It looks like he's going down. It looks like he's going to crash. So maybe the St. Louis Blues.
That would be a Blackhawk. The Chicago Blackhawks. That would be a Blackhawk.
So why does Mickey Mouse have his hand sticking out of it?
Yeah. It's because they're a clown organization.
Yep. This is it literally is it's the same content. So it's the same
at least I guess play. I gave you yes, I don't know.
Hard telling a black and white pick. What? It's a freaking Blackhawk. All right, what's the score? 4-4?
4-4.
Yeah.
All right. Don't suck. They're only getting harder. Here we go. Next one. Which NHL team is this? All right, let's go and see what the boys say. We got a Minnesota Wild and a Minnesota Wild. How did y'all get that one? I didn't know. I didn't think either one of you would.
Well, where the Wild things are.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like it. I'm glad you're on the same page as me. All right. So where the Wild things are, I figured it'd be a famous book. If you didn't know, I was hoping you could do. I was hoping somebody would go with the New Jersey Red Devil because of the kind of looks like a devil in a sense with the horns. I was hoping to throw you off with that one. All right. So 5-5.
It's just the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
Whatever. Same thing.
The Red Devils.
They're red. All right. Last three. 5-5. I like this so far. Looks like see? New Jersey Devils. See, I knew somebody would get that. I'm glad I threw you off the scent. All right, let's go to this next one. There's 3 left, right? Yep, last 3. Which NHL team is this? All right, boys, what do we got? New York Rangers, Montreal Canadiens. All right, anybody want to change their answer? Who thinks that they're actually right?
I am. That's the Empire State Building background.
I just like their cute Mount Me hats, so I was going to go with the Montreal Canadiens.
The cute Mount Me hats.
Varsity Blues. What? I was thinking of the Mountie, the wrestler, the Mountie. That's what I was thinking of.
I like
the
this.
Mountie.
Canadians, Mounties, the Flames. I like it. That is the New York Rangers. If you look at this, it is the New York Rangers in
Central Park.
Central Park on the backdrop.
Yeah.
There you go. So, all right. Yeah. Look at that. Everybody going wrong. Big fan of this one.
All right, everybody.
Shocked there wasn't a shark in that picture.
All right, let's go to this one right here. We have a 5-4 lead at this point. Yes, I was thinking Calgary Stampede. I wasn't sure why Calgary. I'm not sure. The Flames, they don't look like
Mountie. The Mountie from WWE, man.
I get that. I get it. All right, let's go to this next one. What do we got here? All right, which NHL team is this? This is a funny one. All right.
Where's the shark?
The Red Wings. All right. Red Wings. God, I was hoping I could throw you off, but I could not.
Amazing.
All right,
you put what the actual mascot is in the picture, and everybody gets it right.
I put a Black Hawk helicopter, and you didn't get that one right.
Nobody can tell that was a Black Hawk. You put a crab for the shark.
You know what? I missed one. I forgot to put one on here that I made, but either way, it didn't make the list, I guess. I'll have to show you that if I can pull it up here in a second. All right, let's go. This last one is 6-5 in Mark's favor, and maybe I'll use that one as a tiebreaker if for some reason Mark gets this one wrong. So let's go ahead and see what we got on the last question. Which NHL team is this? right. Show me your answers, boys. Mark your answer. Vancouver Canucks. A round of applause to Marky Model for getting that one.
I still don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Right.
There wasn't a shark in that picture.
Kind of a
I
shark.
feel like I got fleeced. I feel like no, not that picture. That would make more sense for the damn sharks than that last picture you had.
He does look a little too happy to be riding the dolphin, though, doesn't he?
Is it a dolphin or a whale?
It's supposed to be like a killer whale.
Some people like riding whales.
Or murder dolphins.
The whalers.
Anyway,
the
I thought
Hartford
that
Whalers.
was fun. Chat, let us know. We can. We're thinking about doing this and maybe doing a
What was your
rotation.
tiebreaker?
I
What
don't
was
know
your
if I.
tiebreaker? I just want to see if I can get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Well,
I had it.
I don't think we need to do it. I think I won. I don't know why we're doing this, though.
I'll have to find it.
I understood the sharks.
I'll have to find it. Let me see
There
if I
wasn't
can
a
find
shark
it
in
for
the picture.
What?
I had the shark too, and then I didn't see a shark in the picture, and I said, that can't be right. So I went to the Kraken.
you. Also, chat, let me know, what should we do as an actual the next one? So I was thinking about a couple we could do.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. I have a couple.
Get so salty.
Yeah, I have a couple. I'm gonna try to show you while I'm going through these real quick. I'm trying to see which one would actually be. See if y'all can get these ones. Let me see if I can download it. As soon as it lets me, I'll pull them up here in a second. But let me know in the chat what we should do. My first thought was we could do college baseball. That might be interesting. Or I'm sorry, college baseball, college basketball. Another one I thought about doing was minor league baseball, because that could be a lot of fun.
That's
Mark wins.
Crazy.
Mark would win that one. I got no clue.
No, because I mean, unbelievable.
I think that would be fun. And honestly, we can introduce whatever possible games we can do. But I think split decision will. I think we do a rotation randomly depending on what's going on. Whether it's split decision, we can do snap decision. I'm not sure how we can bring that back because it flops so bad. I think there's ways to do it.
I like the pictures. I like drawing better than the other one.
And it doesn't take as much time. Picture perfect or whatever we end up naming it. So
this was fun. I did like this.
So minor league baseball. All right, hell yeah, let's do that. All right, here you go, Rob. Here's one that I know you'll get. Which one is this one? Mark. I mean, not Mark. Rob.
That's the Kraken.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was easy.
There's an actual Kraken.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
I
knew, dude. That was at the minute I saw the picture. I go, yeah, that's because there's a Kraken in it.
Right. It's too easy. I had to figure out.
Where was the shark?
I know, but I had to make it a little harder.
I know.
All right.
I understood Shark Tank.
All right, here we go,
There's
Rob.
no shark in the tank.
Rob, who would this be? Who would this be, Rob?
I'm going to give my internet a second, and we'll see. St. Louis Blues.
That is good. That would have been it. That was going to be my tiebreaker.
Look at that. There's not a blue thing in that picture.
Exactly.
You should have done the Arizona Coyotes to throw us off. You should have done a picture of a coyote, because I would have said the Arizona Coyote.
What do I? They're not a team, right?
No, not anymore.
They're the Utah Mammoth now.
The Utah
They
Mammoth,
were the
right.
Coyotes.
Well, that was the problem is I had to have Ducks because of the best team in NHL, so I had to put them in there. But then I had to figure out how to do these other ones without making it too easy, because I felt like the too easy ones, it got y'all going, got you some points. What is Squidward?
From SpongeBob.
I have no idea. Anyway, all right. I'm never dabbled into SpongeBob other than it's really weird, kind of creepy, kind of weird mainly. I'm not a big SpongeBob guy.
Well, that doesn't make it weird. That makes you
Mark
weird.
should draw the picture. Me and Mark should draw the picture next time, and you should guess what it is.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
By all means.
Me and Mark, we would know the answer, but you would have to guess. Yeah.
My only rule, you have to host the show.
Who, me?
All right.
No. Not you, Mark. You do it. Rob. It's just part of the rules.
Wouldn't be off the rails from the get-go. That's for sure.
Speaking of that.
Hi, I'm Rob. Welcome to Weekday Wagers. Glad you're here.
Yeah.
Sit down, shut up, because I'm going to talk to you for a little bit.
Let me talk to you.
When you froze, Mark, I done had my whole spiel set up. DG couldn't have come on last week. It was going to be straight up substitute teacher. All right, I'm going to talk now.
Sit down. Let's turn on this TV.
Sit down, shut up. I'm going to reel the TV in, watch it, and be quiet.
All right. I don't know SpongeBob. I'm sorry. You need to work on my hosting skill. I don't know what about SpongeBob. I know there's Patrick. He's like a pink fella.
Nate is 100% right.
That's not true.
That's worse than me whiffing on the Preds.
I was busy as a kid, like doing things outside. I wasn't sitting in front of the boob tube watching.
I wasn't either, but I saw it all over every piece of marketing material out there. What SpongeBob was.
I don't know. What did you say, Rob?
I never watched.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy
either,
Seaback.
but I know what one of those things are too.
Shut up, Rob. I didn't ask you. All right, let's shoot our shot. Speaking of Rob. It is time for the saloon. If you have any plays, whether it is a parlay up to 4 or it is just one play like me today because I am going to get into the saloon, that is not what I wanted to push. I wanted to push this button. Marky Motto there on the very end with his Metallica flavored side quest mug, which is it's probably one of my favorites. I do like Rob's alligator one just because I'm a big Gators fan. Yeah, I think those would be my two favorites so far. I do like mine, but I think the big muscles on Rob's kind of puts it over the edge here. All right, let's go to what we have for our plays.
My first one.
Here we go. The first one that never
the Alpine flavored boobs. All right, let's go to your plays. What do we got? This is definitely some long shot hockey here.
Bottle of Buble. Yeah, we're going to do this saloon shot plus 1880. Nathan McKinnon, anytime goal. He has a goal in 5 straight against Dallas in Dallas. He has a goal in 8 of his last 10 against Dallas. So give me Nathan McKinnon for a goal. Connor Bedard for a goal. He's playing the Vancouver Canucks, who are named the Vancouver Sucks because they suck. Connor Bedard lost all of his best friends to the trade deadline. He's pissed off, so he's going to get a goal against Vancouver tonight.
Or a goal.
Connor McDavid, 2+ points. He's had 2+ points in every game since the All-Star break, and he's had 2+ points in 3 straight at home versus Carolina. And then lastly, Matt Boldy's going to get a goldie because he has a goal in 4 straight at Las Vegas. So there you go. Long shot hockey, plus 1880.
3 goals and 2 points. Let's go plus 1880. All right, I'm going to go with mine. This is the fanatical one, plus 1600. This is Bryce Harper. I only need one play, boys. Need it to happen twice, though. Need him to hit a home run twice. I think the lefty, Bryce Harper's been stroking it well lately, and so I think that he pokes one out to right field, and I think we have 2 carousel walks around the bases for the fanatical one himself.
He's
Bryce.
A stroker. He's a poker.
He's a midnight. Here we go, bruh.
Joker.
Bruh. I'm going with Karl Anthony Towns to get a double-double against Denver tonight. Look, he's done this so many damn times this season. This is going to be automatic. And I'm also taking in the World Baseball Classic. The U.S. is playing Brazil. Brazil is not going to plate a single run in the first 3 innings. I already like Miami of Ohio to win by at least 5.5 points tonight. Guess what? I'm splitting the difference with the model. The model has them winning by 10. I have them. I'll take them to win by at least 9. And then lastly, Anaheim Ducks,
Quack.
Montreal Canadiens.
Quack.
Give me the Ducks to win on the money line
Quack.
at plus 1,013 because that's a lucky number.
or some would say unlucky. But what does Booker T say about the Ducks, Rob?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
That's what he says. The Ducks are going to win tonight. So that's the only play that I like of yours. But I feel confident in you, Mark. You'll get so close, it'll hurt when you come up just short.
Should we put, I don't know, Mr. Predicto? Should we ask which one of these is going to hit?
I'm tired of you trying to take advantage of Mr. Predicto. We're going to leave him be.
All right.
And Mr. Predicto will not be in attendance Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday next week. So I apologize in advance. No, Mr. Predicto, I am off Monday. You're going to be hosting their marquee model with hopefully Rob. You're stepping in for me, right?
Yeah.
And Scotty has a question about the model going to have World Baseball Classic projections and stuff like that. The simple answer is no. Simply because when you start looking at where these players are playing, it's just impossible to get complete data frames and to where we can run it through our model. So we don't have the data collection on these players. So the short answer is no.
Yeah, it's so tough. Like you'd almost have to, I don't know how you would do it because you're talking about new data and then some players play differently overseas or not overseas, but in the international game because they're playing for their country. Like it would be so tough, but I like the idea.
A lot like the NHL, a lot like the NHL Olympics. I mean, luckily a lot of those guys are familiar, but yeah, it's hard to do that.
Well, my model said Bryce Harper 2 home runs. I don't know what y'all's is, but mine's good.
I will say that if you're looking for other baseball picks on the site, our college baseball, our top 25 model projections are up every single day. So head on over there and you can get your breakdown on the top 25 in their games.
Could you give us one teaser college baseball play for today?
I ripped it right for my play tonight. Coastal Carolina. Let me give you another one.
Hey, I will say that I do know we had some plays up on Just That Sports about college basketball, which it's already starting. And just so everybody's aware, with college basketball, some of these games are tipping off very early. It looks like Boom Boom had Central Arkansas for -4.5. Central Arkansas ended up winning by 13. So that was a no sweater.
Nice.
It looks like I think I had a play on High Point and Gardner Webb.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that is. I think it went under. Yeah, it went under for sure. It went under. Wow. Way under.
I'll give you this too, since I haven't been on all week. If you like Macklin Celebrini to get 2 points, Colin Graff is on his same line. You can take him for 1+ point at +126. I'm also on that play tonight. So if you think Macklin's going to get 2, Colin's probably going to be responsible for at least one of them.
Yep. And going on right now, Drake and Belmont. I had Drake +13.5 at -110. Drake is winning by 16 points. Good Lord.
Keep it up, Drake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's a little bonus college baseball play for you if you'd like. Virginia is taking on North Carolina at 4:00. The model has North Carolina projected. I don't know what's so funny. The model has North Carolina projected to win that at 69.53%.
Sorry, you were frozen.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze himself. All right. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It has definitely been it's been a crazy week. It has been a long 7 to 8 days. I know for me. I know a lot of people didn't know this. Like, so we had a cat just literally just die overnight last Tuesday night. Like just in the middle of the night, just die. Literally, we had no idea what happened. From my understanding, heart attack. That was my oldest. Like, she was the closest to that cat. And animals are animals. The other thing is literally I can hear her right now. And I had to leave the show at least once so far. My other dog, we're putting her down at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And her legs don't work anymore. And that's my wife's dog. The dog that my wife had before we ever met. So, like, she's a wreck. My kids are a wreck. I'm having to like literally go dig another hole. Like I'm having a graveyard here at this point. But I'm having to go dig another hole for animal. It's been a effing week. So I feel you if you're having a rough week. I am too. But like, just if you have any positive thoughts, prayers, whatever you have, send them to my kids. Not even for me. Well, I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. But it has been hard dealing with 3 girls in a sense who are like struggling, and I'm like, God, let us get through it. So it is what it is. But I know animals are family, and I feel like all of you are all family to us, as well as you two guys, but mainly the chat as well. So figured I would at least share information, because I think that bonds us and it helps us, because I think this is a community we've built. Us 3 have really built along with you all to kind of be ourselves, put information out there, and kind of just celebrate the highs, the lows. Some days just suck, right? So it is what it is. But just want to share that information before we get off here. I thought it was interesting. But Scott has a question as we turn this back to out of the gutter to something better. Any takes in North Carolina Duke basketball? I would love to hear about that.
Go Tar Heels.
I'm looking at the model projection right now. Duke is projected to win at 92.3%. It looks like
92.3.
It looks like
what was it the last time they played?
Sorry.
So rude.
So rude.
With a point differential of 15 points. So
that spreads like 16 and a half or 15, wherever you can find it. It's like, dude,
that scares me, because I think North Carolina could get an easy backdoor cover on this. I don't think they win the game, but I do think that they could go into Cameron and at least play the Dukies close.
Well, they did lose Caleb Wilson for the season. He's getting ready for the draft. Yeah, so he broke his right thumb. So that's one reason that's actually that number. But they were up big. They were up big like by 18 or so going into like the last 7 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, I believe it was. And then like just everything flipped. And so, yes, I think that they will run them out of the gym, especially at Cameron. I believe that they'll try to run them out because, one, that rivalry, I know people might have lost a little bit of its luster because of these new NIL people, but I'm telling you, Tobacco Road is no joke. Like,
it's real.
Yep.
Yeah. Joe's answer, it was not Duke. Duke is alive and well. He literally has found a mole every other day, it seems. But I will say, very weird. Duke has like been showing up a lot more lately. Like he actually sleeps at night in the house. And I'm not saying Duke didn't take care of Callie. That's not it. But Callie the cat was they were brother and sister, but Callie was smaller. And so with my Google research, something may have been an issue why she couldn't grow to her full capacity. I don't really know cats. I don't know, that stuff. But it could have been like a heart deal. So I literally just saw her like 10:30 at night when I got up and I locked the doors. I saw her. And then the next morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning, my wife screams, "The cat's dead." I'm like, F this. What is happening? But anyway. But yeah, not Duke. Duke is still alive and well. But I have to go figure out this dog and figure out how to keep my wife just together because she's already a wreck, just going through it. So anyway.
Yeah, positive thoughts for the Greer ladies and yourself. But yeah, definitely the ladies for sure. For
sure. I appreciate that. Well, everybody have a great weekend. I will not be here Monday. As I said, I will be actually out working, but these two knuckleheads will be holding down the first 3 days. TV timeout, Survivor style. I know Robbie will not be missing that show this next Thursday. So make sure you turn for that.
I hate Sari.
Bro, she did a belly flop. What are we doing?
She
too thick. Don't belly flop in the water.
Dude, she couldn't even throw that ball at the end of a rope.
Because she kept holding on to it. Hey, the rope has to extend, you ding dong. Put the rope out in front of you.
Why does she is the reason why they're having to switch tribes next week, because she has held her tribe down so bad. It's season 50. We can't have, lopsided tribes. It's her fault. But she'll mooch off another tribe and make it to the merge as usual.
I agree. And I also think they're trying to keep Joe alive on the show. I think they want to keep him around. They're like, all right, Joe's outnumbered.
Joe's got to check that fireman, whatever, at the door, man. It's time to get ruthless. People are going to lie. You got to lie back.
Just like Eddie Guerrero. Lie, cheat, and steal.
Lie,
any way you can.
Steal. Oh, but no. On Survivor, you got to do it with integrity.
Yep. You throw rocks at people.
Right.
Mark.
Yeah.
But that's all they talk about is, oh, he's playing the game with integrity. I got to respect that. Got to respect it.
No.
Yeah. Outside of the game, fine. I want to be on there with a bunch of pirates ready to slit my throat because that's what you're supposed to survive.
Exactly. Anyway, well, that's all we got. You'll much more of Survivor talk. It's getting a little spicier. I like it. As we lead up to the final episode, we're going to keep on rolling. We're only now going to be on third episode, so we'll be reviewing because it airs Wednesday night. We're going to review the next day, not even 24 hours after the episode. So make sure you watch it Wednesday night or early Thursday morning before you get to the show, because we will be spoiling it. I almost couldn't say it, spoiling it for you. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to take care of business. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll see everybody around.